2nd District here in Rhode Island. I come from quite a bit of a background. My parents, and the rest of the family as well, came to this country a long time ago to open up a silver company. And they employed a lot of people. Actually, it happened in Taunton, in nearby Massachusetts. I watched the family do well, and then I watched them just fall because of economic reasons, because of trade, foreign trade, and what have you. And I'm still seeing that happen today, and not very happy about it. And I think something needs to be done right here at home to take care of our manufacturing. I mean, Rhode Island was a big manufacturer as well with jewelry. Where is it now? It's all gone. My other side of things also is I'm a veteran. I'm a disabled veteran. And being a disabled veteran, I see what goes on at the VA. I see what all the veterans go through. We've got 22 people committing suicide a day, still to this day. They haven't curtailed that yet. I mean, these guys and women coming back home from deployment, they're coming and they're finding nothing here. That's the end of it. And they just say goodbye. And it leaves everybody else behind, and quite saddening. No veteran should have to go through that. The big thing is, veterans, when they come home, need to be taken care of. Another issue that I see and that I really want to get fixed is that Rhode Island really hasn't been represented in Washington. I mean, it's been the same old, same old. I mean, myself, I've talked to the NRCC, and about trying to get money, and well, you're from Rhode Island, small state, what's the chances, and it goes back and forth. I mean, we're the smallest state in the country. We should be a model to everybody, but yet we're failing. If anything, we're a model to the progressive states. I find something wrong with that, and I want to fight back on it. And I hope everybody else wants to do the same thing, because it's just not right. It's not right for our children either, or our grandchildren, for what they're going to end up seeing at the end. And I'm sure that everybody can agree with me. Extremely. But anyway, I can try to sell myself here all I want. I'd rather have your questions, and I want to know what's going on with you guys. I want to know what's bothering you. I want to see what we can do to fix it. So if anyone has any questions, please.
We'll start off. What are you going to do about the onslaught against that Second Amendment?
Well, the Second Amendment is quite simple. I mean, it shall not be infringed. It's written perfectly in the Bill of Rights. In the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments actually aren't even supposed to be touched. You can't even do that with a constitutional convention. I think the judge actually knows that as well. You can't do it. They can hem and haw all they want, but it's not going to move. It's not going to get touched, and I will be the first one to defend it.
So basically, if just say Raimondo and them get to push the AR-15 ban, which is highly unlikely, what do you do as a congressman to fight against that?
Well, you have federal law. I mean, you got to remember one thing: federal law trumps state law. That's basically it. I mean, of course, there's the 10th Amendment, but the 10th Amendment is anything that can change, that can, come up with whatever the federal government does not have as a law, the state can put on their own law. But if you have a federal law that's out there that says, hey, you can have this or you can have that, the state can't really do anything about it.
Awesome.
Anybody?
Any questions?
I have just one pertaining to almost the same subject. National reciprocity.
Oh, I absolutely think that needs to be done.
I understand that. I think most people who like guns, have guns, handle guns believe that, carry guns believe that. The question becomes, who has the authority to stop it? It seems as though each state, there are 50 plus the territories, all have their own approach to it.
Mm-hmm.
And the word national reciprocity doesn't seem to come into play. I don't see anybody in Washington doing anything, giving it lip service.
Well, they're actually not, but I think there should be. Look, when you go to Florida, for instance, you have to take a course in order to do the CCW. Rhode Island, actually, you don't have to. Rhode Island, you just qualify, you put in your paperwork, and you get your permit. I think that there should be a federal something federally across the board that people should have to fit a certain criteria and at least get some training in order to be able to carry it, absolutely.
One more thought on that. It seems as though the Attorney General in this state, whoever is the Attorney General at the time, gets to make the decision. It's not always the same way.
No, of course not, and it never will be. And that's why I think if you have something at least federally mandated, it will make it the same way.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyway, that's what I have to say right now. I mean, I've been campaigning all the way from Burrillville down to Westerly, over to Narragansett, and all over the place. It's been quite an ordeal. And I'm loving it, so let's keep the thing going. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Thank you.